Owatonna High School junior Sam Bendorf, one of the members of the robotics team. What's your title or job with this?
This current year, I was one of the mechanical leads. My co-lead was also Morgan, who's also right here. Our job was to make sure the robot got built and everything functioned.
Do you guys start from scratch, or how do you get this all rolling when this season begins? Where do you start from?
So this year, the season started on January 9th, and every season we get a new game. So every year the game changes, and we have to make a robot completely from scratch to perform in this game and to accomplish the tasks they have given to us.
And what is the task? What is the point this year? We want to turn to Morgan to get that. All right. So what's the job or the point this year?
The task this year is basically a capture the tower type of game. There are defenses scattered all around the field, and your job is with your robot is to take boulders, which are smaller gopher balls, to pick those up, drive across these defenses, and shoot them into the opposing team's tower and capture it.
Now, as I understand, there's alliances. You're working with some other robots to accomplish this?
Yes, there's a red alliance and there is a blue alliance. Each alliance has 3 teams or 3 robots that are all competing together to win the match.
Are you kind of playing defense too, or is it? I mean, how does it? What does it look like as it unfolds?
Here well, okay. For this one, you can do, it's more, I'll call it an offensive-defensive strategy.
Okay.
Because there are points earned in the game for taking down defenses on the other team. So you can play it, like I said, offensively-defensively by taking down their opponent's defenses, but not scoring anything in the opposing towers.
Okay. Now, do the robots interact with each other? Do they bump into each other? Are you allowed to do anything of that sort?
You can. There are many strict rules on pinning and hitting and certain rules to make sure that it's safe for everybody. There's slight contact, but many people are very good at not hitting each other on the field.
Okay. How have competitions gone so far? Sam or Morgan, who wants to? Yeah, because you guys have competed a little bit so far. How have things turned out, or how have you been? Have you been happy with how the robot and the team has performed?
This year, I felt that we did very well. We actually, for a while, up in our Duluth regional, we were placing, I believe, second or third for.
Second. We placed second at our highest point.
Yes. So that's incredible. Out of 60 teams that went there, that's the biggest regional in the entire world, actually.
Okay.
So that was very impressive. Also, for this year, I feel that we did very well. We were able to make it into the quarterfinals, as we have every year, I believe, which is good. Yep. And I'd also like to say we're the only high school team that's gone to state 4 times in a row.
Ooh.
Only one, and we still don't get a pep fest.
You still don't get a pass, but
Darn it! No pep band or cheerleaders or anything.
No.
Oh, darn. Well, that would have been good for you guys to have, though, some
it
sort
would
of
have
pep
been
fest.
fantastic.
Yeah.
We like to call it a sport for the mind.
Yes, we did.
What is a goal? Yeah, what's a goal at the state competition this weekend?
It's the same game as this year, so our job is to once again cross the defenses and shoot into the opposing team's tower and capture it. It's a repeat of the games that we've held this year. Minnesota is one of, I think, 3 states in FRC that are in first that recognize robotics as a varsity sport. We were like the first team to do it, or first state to do it, and a lot of the other states are starting to follow in our lead.
Now, can you letter in it in OHS based on that?
Yes, we can. I
very
have
good.
lettered in it twice. I think you've lettered in it just once.
Two this year.
Yeah, 2 this year. I would have lettered 3 times.
Okay.
Yeah.
You letter more than once?
Once a year.
Oh, once a year.
Once a
Okay.
year.
Well, that makes sense. What do you hope to do at state? Does the team have a personal goal, a placing wise, or accomplishing something at state?
Well, obviously, the goal is to get as high as possible.
Okay.
But for me, it's just kind of a final little thing to show off your robot, show what you've done with your intellect and dreams, I suppose. Just a good thing just to finally put that robot to use for one last time to wrap up the season.
What happens to the robot after? Since you build a new one next year, does this one get scrapped for parts or set aside in a museum? What will physically happen to your robot?
Well, for now, we'll keep it intact. We have some other exhibitions and competitions we do in the fall next year, referring to the same game. So then when the next competition rolls around in January, we can scrap the old one and take off parts and hopefully reuse them. We like to reuse our robots as much as possible.
How many team members? How many students?
About 45 students in
Okay.
our team, and I want to say like 10 mentors, maybe 10 or 15 members.
Okay.
This year, the female to male ratio is 1 to 4.
I believe
think.
so. We've had the highest amount of females on our team this year. We've had 12 females on our team, which is the highest it's
We
ever
started
been.
out with like 1 girl and 20 boys.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a
Okay.
big accomplishment.
Yeah,
And
well,
we're finally getting
that's
people.
nice, and of course, there's no reason why there shouldn't be more girls,
Yeah.
and, you
Of
know, I
course.
mean, get a lot of girls involved as well. What kind of jobs are there? What kind of range of jobs do you guys have as team members?
There are plenty of things you can do. Our team is divided up into 5 different subcategories.
Okay.
There's build team, there's business team, there's electrical, there's programming, and I think we've talked about implementing a strategy team. We're talking about looking at or doing that next year, where they are in charge of reading all the manuals and reading all the rules, and they become the masters of the rules. We've talked about implementing that, so maybe we can look into that next year. But each team, businesses and jobs include getting out in the community, fundraising events, volunteering events to get our name out there as well in a positive light. We have our build team. They're the ones who build and design the robot. Electrical team wires it all up. Programming codes everything. Yeah, I think that was all.
And what were you guys again?
We are the build team captains.
Build team.
Mechanical
team leads. Yep.
Yeah, mechanical.
Mechanical build team. It's kind of the same
Mechanical
thing.
build team.
Build
Okay.
team. We're going to split into mechanical works on the robot. Build team works on field elements, and then at the end we all kind of jump together to work on the final robot. Make
Okay.
sure it works.
Okay. Very much teamwork and different components that all
Without
come
the other
together.
teams, nobody
Yeah.
could do it. And I
And you
can't
guys
program.
and you guys are very proud of the name that you have for your team. You're not the Huskies.
No.
No.
No, you are the
We're the Rebel Alliance.
yeah.
Which is lovely. I love Jared, who started the team. He came up with the Rebel Alliance, so thank you, Jared
Jared.
Newharth.
Okay, so he was a student a few years ago. Okay.
He created the team.
Why did you? And how many years for you, Morgan?
This is my 3rd year.
Okay. And why? Why did you come up for this?
The team started when I was in 8th grade. They visited the 8th grade industrial tech classroom one day with their robot, and they showed off its capabilities. And I said, I'm going to do that. I'm looking in engineering when I grow up, so as for me, this is starting my field of passion. This is what I want to do for a living. So by me joining the team, you know, it's just an exciting event, and I get to use all the skills that I learned in school and apply it to real life.
Okay. And Sam, what's your story behind joining the team, and maybe where it goes for you after this?
Well, also, they came to my industrial tech room
Okay.
as well. They shot some Frisbees. I thought it was pretty awesome. I'm like, you know, I want to build something like that when I get older. So I entered kind of timidly. I was kind of unsure what to expect. But when I got here, it was a great environment. Everybody was happy. Everybody loved working with people. We're basically one big family here.
Okay. And what are you most looking forward to about state competition? What are you most looking forward to about state?
Well, I would love if our team succeeded.
Top 5.
Top 5, you know, something up there. But I also am really excited to see the growth of the new members this year. They've grown tremendously throughout the year. And so I want to see how well they can perform at state. So all of
Okay.
our younglings, we're going to put them all out there and see what happens. Hopefully, we'll see what happens.
And I know the event, Mariucci Arena, so it's a big stage, and there isn't even any cost to attend for the average person to go watch you guys. I know opening ceremonies are at 8:30 on Saturday morning. The final awards are at about 4:30, so it's a full day of activity. And Sam, why should someone come up and watch you guys compete?
Well, it's the 21st century. If you want to see what's going to happen in the future, come visit us. Everything you see eventually will probably make it to your house.
Yeah.
You'll have robots shooting balls over your kitchen table. Who knows?
All right. And anything else you guys want to add? Okay.
We're looking for people. We're always looking for new members. So any high schooler out there, if you're curious about robotics, stop by anytime. We are willing to sit down with you, and you can ask us questions about anything about robotics, what it is, and we can help hopefully clarify any questions you have and get you to join.
All right, and as you said, it's more, there's a lot more than just physically putting the thing together, from the marketing and the fundraising, and you're talking about a strategy team possibly. So there's a lot of different elements that someone could be involved in that are not necessarily even involving touching the robot.
Exactly. There's a lot of people who are hesitating because they're like, I don't build things. I've never worked with tools. They're really scary. We have a business team. They can
There you
work
go.
on the website. They have the fundraising opportunities, like we've mentioned, and it's more than just robots. It's more than just a tangible object. It's a way of life. It's marketing. It's all that extra stuff that you can do.
All right. Yes, Sam?
I'd also like to say a shout out to two of our mentors, Valerie Rose and Larry Kloddick. They are a huge help to our team. Also, two of our main sponsors were Bosch and Wanger. Without their funding, we could not have done it. Wanger helped us a lot with fabricating parts
Okay.
and actually making the physical robot. I'd also like to thank Retrofit, who allowed us to drive a robot out on a mock field so we could get the feel of the entire arena. It was a huge help. All those people helped us so much this year, and I'd really like to thank them.
All right. Well, very good. Very much a community effort too then.
Yes. Yes,
All right.
of course.
Well, Morgan, Sam, good luck to you guys. Thank you.
Alrighty, Thank you so much.